I'm Una. Welcome to my channel. I do project planning and other related content, and today I'm doing an update for project 10 uses. I'm excited. I have a couple roll outs and this project has just kind of been chugging along in the background for me for most of it. So yeah, let's get into it. First item is my Milani eye primer. At last update, I had used this 10 times. I used it 3 additional times for a total of 11 uses, and this is rolling out, which is nice because I'm so close to finishing my other eye primer, and every time I don't use that, or sometimes even when I do use that, I've been using my new NYX glitter primer because it works really well with an eyeshadow that I have that's very crumbly. Alright, anyway, that's rolling out. Next after that is the shade Bougie from Looksy, which I already had pan in, and so I've expanded the pan a little bit. I ended up using this exactly 10 times, and yeah, it's always a pleasure to use, but I definitely do have a couple shades that are basically this kind of thing, which is kind of like a little bit of like a greeny, yellowy, like teal yellowy reflection with like kind of a pink base. I guess it would be a multi-chrome. It's got like 3 colors going on, but yeah, really lovely, very nice and shiny, and I'm glad I used it 10 more times. This is not going in order, but the other one that I'm rolling out is this Glossier Generation G lipstick in the shade Leo. This is just like a really nice sheer brown. I'll put it on right now. As you can see, it's just like really sheer, just like a nice wash of warmth. I really enjoy this lipstick, and I've used it 11 times, counting that use since I rolled it in, so this will be rolling out as well. So those are 3 items rolling out, and then I'm gonna have another 4 that are staying in. The first of those is from my Odin's Eye Alba Palette, and that is the shade Baby's Breath. This is it right here. This is really similar to a shade I have in my Panless eyeshadows. I probably should have re-rolled when I first rolled it in, but I didn't. I'm now up to 6 uses on it, so I'll definitely be able to get it rolled out by next update. This is just like a little bit more orangey on the eye than it looks in the pan, and so I don't know, I'm not loving it, but it's totally fine, and it's giving me an excuse to keep this palette out. I've used lots of shades from this palette while I've been doing makeup, obviously. I've used Peony, I've used Lilac, Dahlia, Cherry Blossom a couple times, so yeah, it's a pleasure to have this out, and I would like to hit another pan. Actually, my goal technically is to hit 3 more pans in this palette by the end of this year, but I haven't really started on that. The next eyeshadow I have in here is the shade Hotline. It's this orange one, also not a shade I really like to use. I have used it 6 times. I had used it 2 times, now I've used it 6 times total, so 5 additional times, which is not bad, and so I only have 4 more times, and I will definitely do that by next month. Yeah, I have repressed a couple new shades into this palette to try and make it a little bit more usable, but I really just haven't been using it. I've reached into Snuggle a couple times because I do have the gold type pan on that, but yeah, I don't know, I'm not really feeling this palette these days. I am working on so many staple shades that are a lot like these shades in my Pan That palette, so it's just not something I'm really reaching for, but I will reach for it 4 times at least in the next month. After that is the lipstick. It's a banger. Yes, this is the lipstick. It's a banger from ColourPop. It was part of their Lunar New Year collection. Anyway, it's a really gorgeous red, and I've used it 6 times. I think probably like 2 times on the lips and 4 times on the cheeks. I do really enjoy that. I'm not wearing it today, but it often looks great like this, and yeah, it's a great shade, and I'm sure I will get 4 more uses in the next month. That'll be super easy. Finally, I have the Glam Vice Retro Liner in the shade Pink Velvet. It's kind of Barbie pink. I've used this 3 times, which is pretty good, I feel like, for a bright pink liner. What I've done is like a kind of an inner corner kind of dot thing with a couple other dots maybe, which I think is nice and like kind of subtle but fun, and I'll probably continue to do that. I'm not very good at like long lines of graphic liner or anything, but yeah, definitely glad this is in the project to get more use on it. All in all, I'm rolling out 3 items, and I think I'm just gonna stick to that and roll in 3 for a total of 7. You know what, I'm gonna roll in 4 for a total of 8 just to round it out. I know there's nothing like bad about the number 7. I guess you could say there is. I want to do 8, so let's do that. I'm going to pull up a random number generator. I'm randomizing from my whole collection spreadsheet, which goes from row 2 all the way down to row 326. So it started as a 5, but 51, 132, 211, and 219. Hopefully those will work. Sorry if the angle changed at all. I got a phone call. Anyway, so two of the things I rolled in were a dark brown and an orange eyeshadow, or like a orangish eyeshadow, really similar to this, and an eyeshadow I'm working on in my Pan That palette. So I'm gonna re-roll two numbers. So hopefully it'll be better. 212 and 35. All right, now I have everything, so I'm gonna go over it. So like I said, I still have 4 items: lipstick, eyeliner, 2 eyeshadows. I said I have everything. That's a lie. I did not grab everything. Okay, now I have everything. So I still have 2 eyeshadows that are still in, an eyeliner and a lipstick, and I'm rolling in 2 new eyeshadows, and an eyeliner and a highlight. So the first product was my e.l.f. gel eyeliner. This is just a black gel eyeliner. I do quite like this. I've used it 34 times before, which is not a crazy amount, but it's not nothing. Yeah, this is really easy to use. It's not the best because I am also painting an eyeliner, but it's whatever, it's just 10 uses. Yeah, so that's one. The next product was the Coral from my NYX Ultimate Brights palette. I have not used this at all since I repressed it. It's quite bright, as you can see. I am also working on the bright pink from this palette in my Pan Those eyeshadows, so 10 uses compared to 25. Much easier. I'm not really too worried about this, but it will be interesting. I don't feel like January or February now is very coral, but that's okay. The next item was Primavera from my Modern Renaissance. So just like a nice gold. I did consider putting this in my Pan That palette this year, but I decided against it. I just swatched it for no reason. But yeah, nice orangey kind of like gold. It's not my favorite color, but I will be able to use it pretty easily, and it'll be nice to get some more use on it. I don't think these pans are so tiny, and I would like to use it up before too long, so yeah. And finally, my ColourPop Coronation highlighter. This is the Sleeping Beauty Aurora highlighter. She's my favorite Disney princess. Disney princess, not princess, like incense. Anyway, I do have pan in this. I had pan on this in the Graveyard Project pan last year, and I would love to use it more. It's not my favorite, honestly. I had a lot of complaints when I was panning it, but I've been kind of craving it. Like, I pulled it out and used it the other day. It's like very orangey, but I am panning an orange blush right now, so they might pair really nicely, and I've been loving a glowy cheek. So yeah, this will be fun to see what 10 uses can get us. There's like a pretty big dip in the center with a lot of like texture, but like it's a big pan, so yeah. Anyway, those are my new products. I now have 8 products in this project, which is totally fine by me. I really enjoy this, and it's nice to get some use on some stuff. I might try choosing items again in the future, but for now I'm just rolling with the randomization. And as usual, apologies for the uneven lighting on my face. It makes one cheek look very pink when that's not the case. But anyway, yeah, let me know if there's anything you'd like to see added or subtracted or anything from this project for it to be more interesting for you guys. If you want to see comparison pictures, if you would want to see me do 15 uses on a couple things, I don't know, whatever. Any sort of usage project, as long as it fits within that paradigm, I guess, it's fine by me. So let me know, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!